everybody. Welcome to the Greatness Game episode number 32. I was just reflecting on what number it was, and I remember I started this thinking, let's just do this podcast via Facebook until Easter, until this is all over. Joke is on me. We are still in this pandemic and dealing with all the fallout of it. So welcome to the Greatness Game. This is all about your mental toughness, your leadership, and your greatness games. My name is Dina Patton. I'm a small business coach, owner of the Greatness Training, and author of the Greatness Game. And I am here dedicated today. In the next couple series, we are going to be talking about small business marketing. And even if you don't own a business, you're going to get value from this, because I always think everything is interchangeable. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So if you're not standing for your business, if you've lost your marketing mojo over there, maybe you've lost it in your life or your marriage, right? So hopefully you'll tune in, grab some lunch, grab something yummy to drink, and just, take a breath. Take some time this next 20 minutes or so for you. So welcome Jackie, welcome Naya. And I am going to dive in. If you don't know me, before I was a coach, I've been a coach for about 20 years. Before that, I owned a PR and marketing company in New York City that I sold. And I love PR and marketing. This is why it's all about someone's story, your brand, your story out in the world serving others. And when it's done right, it's beautiful. When it's done wrong, it's disgusting. Sorry to use that word, but I cannot stand so many people's marketing. It's slimy and it's weird and it's off brand and it's off purpose. And I am all about greatness marketing, really knowing your brand, what you stand for, your authenticity inside of your values, inside of your brand. And really, the marketing is the bridge between you and your customers. And why you are in business is to serve people. Whether you have products or you have services, you have something awesome that other people need. And so the hardest part of marketing is understanding it, because it's this huge animal that so many people are not taught. And I can't teach it all in 20 minutes, but I am going to put together a class. So Greatness Marketing Academy, I've taught many times in the last 7 years, and it's 7 steps to branding, marketing, and sales. But it's usually an all-day workshop that I do here in Phoenix, Arizona. And since we are not getting out of this anytime soon, I usually teach that 2 or 3 times a year. I thought I would put it together in a digital class, like a half-day class. So more details on that. I'm going to choose a date, and we're going to get into really awesome marketing for those of you who really need to get kind of your game back around your small business. So today, I'm just going to give you some tidbits that I think will really help you get your head around marketing, whatever stage you're in. The 9 clients that I have right now, I can't tell you, like they couldn't be more different. I have one that's been in their space for 40 years, award-winning, awesome, very established. And I have 2 that are just leaving corporate and starting their own business. So very, very different spaces they're in and very different marketing. So today, I'm going to give you just a couple tips around marketing and sales, and some systems that will help you sustain that, because marketing, again, is that like ongoing game that you can never let go of in your business. Because if you're not marketing, you're closing. You're really dying. All right. So the first and foremost, the first concept is marketing is not about being liked. It's not about please like me or everybody, it's not for everybody. You are meant to serve who you are meant to serve. Okay, so the marketing that's like everybody like me and everybody hire me or buy my thing usually doesn't work. It's not effective. And so that, let's just give up that smallness game and step into a greatness game called I'm going to market to the people I'm meant to serve. That's first and foremost, that mindset of greatness. I know who I serve. Do you know who you serve? And it might be a couple target markets, but you've got to be clear in that because clarity moves the train. Yes, clarity moves the train. Okay, second piece, marketing and sales. Very, very different things. I use the analogy of a rose. You know, you hold a rose, the stem and the beautiful rose, and you think, here's a rose. But they're one unit, but they're two different things. So the rose and the stem. The stem is the marketing and the flower is the sales. And so you want to look at marketing and sales. Welcome in everybody who just came in. Hi, Heather. I hope you got home okay and safe. That you're on my episode tells me that you are safe, girl. So give me some hearts that you got home safe. She had to drive back home to New Mexico with a car that wasn't all the way 100%. So keeping a check on everybody. All right, so marketing and sales. Marketing, the stem, right, of the rose, and sales is the rose. So marketing is an attraction conversation. Sales is a conversion conversation. Two different things that work together, right, as the rose. So marketing, attraction conversation. You are meant to solve the problems of your target market, whoever that is, right? So your whole job of marketing is to attract and connect with them, right? Just get the attraction, get their eyeballs. You're saying, hey, look at my website, or look at my business card, or look at my speech, or look at my book, or look at my brochure, whatever you have, you're trying to get your attention of your target market. And let's just go one step deeper. You got to know who your target market is. That's a whole nother conversation. But attraction conversation is look at me, right? Through whatever many marketing elements that you are doing in your business. Then the sales piece is the conversion, is how do they actually buy that from you, right? Are you making, is it online? Is it live? Is it, a small trial before the big, maybe a big thing that you're selling, you have a smaller version, all the actual conversion to get that person, that target market who needs that product or service from you to actually buy, and making it easy. So many people make it hard to buy from them, right? They don't include the links, or it's hard and complicated. I mean, there's just so many barriers that people put. So what you want to do is attract your target market and then sell them what is going to solve their problems, right? So attraction versus conversion, very, very different language, different systems for that, but they have to work as one rose, right? Hopefully that analogy works for you. So there's three, that is marketing and sales in short. I mean, it is such a big animal, but that when you get the concept, it's easier to then break it down. So give me a heart if you have a small business. If you have a small business, put a heart and put your Facebook or your website in there. Even if you are watching this on replay, put your business below so I know what your business is and other people can find you. It's so important that we let people know about our business. So put those below here. So there's three systems. I'm really, really big in systems, especially, right now you might be on a limited staff. A lot of people, had to let people go. Your staff is limited. So you have to have easy automated systems that are helping your marketing game. I cannot tell you how many people I've met that say, I hate marketing. I hate marketing my business. Well, that person, I'm just going to predict. I'm going to say you're going to last in business maybe a year or two. You can't hate marketing. I mean, even if you dislike it, it is a huge piece of your success. It's how you connect with your customer. So let me tell you a story of someone I actually just coached. She is a chef and she owns a restaurant in Chicago. And she does not like marketing, and she does not like PR, so any media. And what I say to that is, let's turn that mindset around, because media is your friend. One media placement can literally explode. It's really important to love media, because it really is a game changer. If you get a news article, or just think of a 3-minute segment on the Today Show or USA Today, or certain magazines. Okay, so the first and foremost, before we could ever place her with media, I had to get her mindset loving the idea of media. And it was really the shift between smallness and greatness. Smallness was saying, ooh, I hate media, I don't like video, or I don't like my voice, or whatever reason that we don't like media. But we shifted it to the greatness game. And this is what happened. She realized she can't serve more people in her business with all these gifts and all this greatness that she had unless they know about her. What would you rather do? You pay $5,000 for an ad in your local magazine, which is about what they run, or pitch the editor on a great story about your business and get a great story in the magazine for free, right? So one is paid advertising, and one is an editor doing a report, doing a story on you. It's so powerful when the media does a story on you. I probably had about 100 to 150, 130 media stories throughout 20 years. And I cannot tell you the game changer that it is, because that one magazine or that one TV show or that one podcast, it reaches thousands of people. So you just reached thousands of people with your business, right? So it's so powerful to know your narrative, know your story. Why are you in business? What do you do for people with your business? If you know all that, that's a great story, and you can get it in the media. So that speaks to the first system that I want to talk about, is your marketing system. So things like an editorial. So this is a worksheet that I do in my Greatness Marketing Academy, is an editorial calendar. Every month you have a different theme, and that is on purpose and on brand to your company. And that is what you're speaking about in your newsletter, in your podcast, or your social media. It helps you structure your content, because we all know that we run out of things to say, right? It's like, oh, what am I going to say in my newsletter? What am I going to say on Facebook this week, or whatnot? So when you have a theme of the month, then you can think of all these different things, stories and tips that you can talk about around that theme. That's only one part of a marketing system, is having an editorial calendar. It just helps you stay organized and simplified around your content. That's just one piece. So other marketing systems. So for example, part of my marketing system, every Monday, I look for media opportunities locally and nationally. So I spend about 2 hours looking for media opportunities that are a fit for me, right? So that's one structure. It's part of my marketing system. So if you want results in your life, systems are a great way. I don't care if you want to lose weight or get out of debt, or you're parenting, a certain way. Systems and structures are going to help you be consistent. And it's the same thing with marketing. If your marketing isn't powerful, clear, and consistent, you will not connect with your target market, and they will not buy from you. So everyone is not your target market. And I know, so many people think, yes, they are. They are not. They do not not everybody needs you, nor not everybody will pay for you, right? You might have a great skincare or great jewelry, or, I don't know, you're a remodeler. Every home, if you own a home, you're a remodeler. You need remodeling. It's not the truth. Not everybody wants it, nor will not everybody pay for it, right? Your target market needs you and wants to pay for you. So that is first and foremost, the system is your marketing system. You work this daily. Every single day, you're doing something around your marketing. So you're looking for PR, you're doing something around your content. So your newsletters, your social media, podcasts, etc. You might be pitching yourself to other podcasts to be a guest, right? You might be doing Facebook videos. You might be doing speeches or pitching yourself for speeches, right? Speaking is a huge part of my business. I probably speak on 2 different stages a week. It's a huge part of how I connect and engage and inspire my target market. So think about who your target market is and how you are going to connect with them and create that attraction. Because if you're not in front of them, you're not creating attraction. So that's first and foremost, you have to have that. And that marketing system is daily. It's just like, you guys know that I believe in self-care, mind, body, and spirit. I don't just say self-care is a once a month thing. I don't even know what that would be called. That's not called self-care. That's called something else. So self-care is a daily practice, and marketing, if you are stepping into being a responsible, great entrepreneur, then marketing is a big part of that. Okay. So daily systems is going to help you be accountable for that attraction and connecting with your target market. The second piece is a sales system. Now, I'm going to try to just touch on this because this is a much bigger conversation than 20 minutes. But a sales system is when someone wants to buy from you, what is that system? Is it step by step? Is there, you do this and then you do that and then you do that? Like, what is it that they have to do to buy from you? And I know this sounds like, well, they just have to go over here. But you know that, but they don't. So many people have a disconnect between what you know in your business and what your customers know. A lot of customers don't know what to do, when they want your product or service. So you got to make it easy to buy. Okay, easy to buy. If you're selling classes, you're selling products, you're selling services, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to understand your first step that you want your consumer to know. I want to just say this again. It's so important. You have to know your first step that you want your consumer to do. And then think like the consumer. Do they know what to do and how to do it? Right? So for me, most people who are in service, businesses, you have a consultation or like an estimate, right? I have a Homework Remodels is a award-winning remodeling company. They're one of my clients. They would never just go in and start with a client. It always starts with a consultation. No one buys from me without a consultation. So when I think, what's the very, very first thing that a customer needs to do? They need to set up a consultation, right? So if you are in that same place, do your customers, do your target market know how to set that up for you? Is it all over your website? Is it on your social media? Is it in your email signature? So you have to think about your customer, and are you making it easy for them to say, you know what? I want a consultation. I'm kind of sick of my kitchen. I've been wanting a remodel and I'm going to get a consultation. Oh, here it is right on their website. I'm going to call, or maybe there's I have a scheduler right on my website. They can go right on my schedule and book it, right? But you have to have that first step for your customer So that's going to be my challenge today, is thinking, you have to think through what your customer is going to do first and make it really, really easy for them. So consultation, that's just the first step of my sales system. So, Sheila I was just talking about homework remodels and remodelers, and Sheila actually is the lead designer and partner there. And I was just bragging on you guys. So welcome, Sheila. So sales system, super, super easy way that your customer, your who's going to be your customer, is going to engage with you. Now, once they engage with you, then what? Do you have an intake form, or do you have a structured consultation where you get clear in what they want from you? Like, again, this is a bigger conversation than today. I just want to give you just a little bit to think about here, is once someone engages with you, what is your system? I had someone about a month and a half ago reach out to me, and they had a marketing system, but they had no sales system. So when people were calling and taking orders, they were writing it on little pieces of paper like this. Like, your orders should not be on Post-its or even a piece of paper. There needs to be some kind of intake form, right? So perfect example, I'll tell you, like my biggest lesson in this was when I started speaking about 10 years ago, and someone would call and want to book me as a speaker. And of course I would ask budget and place, like some basic 2 or 3 questions, and then I would book, right? And then there would be like 20 questions that I didn't get answered. And I'd always have to kind of play back and forth with them and getting them answered, instead of having one intake form where I asked all the questions. It changed my game. So all my questions that I was going to ask them was in one intake form. And that way, that went in their file, and I knew all the answers. So just know that if you are taking any kind of sales, there needs to be a sales system, some kind of Excel sheet or intake form or something like that. So that's sales system. And again, I'm just giving little tips. And then the third system is an onboarding system. And this is mainly for you service people. If you are a service, if you're a caterer, remodeler, coach, makeup artist, anything where you're serving other people, if someone buys from you, do you have some kind of onboarding system? I'll give you an example. I coached a PR company. They have about 8 employees. They always got about 3 to 5 new clients per month. And they didn't have, they had kind of a marketing system, kind of a sales system, and kind of an onboarding system. But what we did is we tightened up all 3 of those, and it changed their game. This is why, is they had one person that was dedicated to the sales system and one person who was dedicated to the onboarding system. And the onboarding system in this situation, when you're hiring a publicist that could be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, now that's a lot of money. Or you're a high-end remodeler, or any kind of service, you want someone, when they buy from you, to be welcomed, right? You want them to feel that they are onboarded with your company. So does that mean a welcome gift? Maybe. Does that mean a welcome call? Maybe. Does that mean, like you call them and you go over what the first month is going to look like? These are all different ideas. Again, all of my clients are very, very different. Their onboarding systems are very, very different. I'm just giving you some ideas. So onboarding system for those service-based people, super important, because it's your chance to welcome them and integrate them into working with you. So those are the 3 systems. I hope that makes a difference for you. And obviously keep clear in your attraction, all the marketing that you're doing, which is a big piece of your business. That's an ongoing game. Make sure that's clear. in your brand, and you stay on brand and on purpose with that, and make sure that your sales system is clear. So like I said, the Greatness Marketing Academy, I'm going to be choosing a date and doing like a half-day workshop in that. So I will let you guys know when I have that ready. If you have any questions regarding these are big topics, please post them below. Also, all of my previous 31 episodes of The Greatness Game are on my YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and look up Dina Patton, and all of them are there for you to review. And today's homework, today's action is to look at your sales system and nail down what that system is missing. How can you clean up and tighten up that system so that it's a little bit more automated and you're not reinventing it every single time? We want to take that out of your business, because if you're doing something on a consistent basis, but you don't have a system for it, you're just leaking power. You're leaking greatness. You're leaking energy because you're redoing it every time instead of taking out one intake, filling it out, or asking the same questions. So that automation in your business will make a huge difference. All right, you guys. So hopefully that made a difference for you guys. The next couple weeks are going to be dedicated to small business owners. Everyone is in this game together. I wish these videos will help you. If you have any questions, let me know. Post them below. Please don't forget, post your business below in the comments. Put your either website, or if you have a Facebook page for your business, below in the comments. All right, you guys. Remember, your future needs you and your past doesn't. Your future needs you. So keep your eyes on those greatness games. Remember how powerful you are. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Naya. Clarity moves the train in all things. Amen. All right, you guys, have a great week. Mwah.